We now proceed to the forum presentations. I invite our moderator, Dr. Mohamed Azam, Mohamed Adil, and our distinguished speakers to be on stage.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A very good morning to everybody. Yang amat berbahagia Tun Abdullah Haji Ahmad Badawi, our former Prime Minister of Malaysia, and also patron of IAIS Malaysia. My respected Professor Muhammad Hashim Kamali, the founding chairman and CEO of the International Institute of Advanced and Studies IAIS Malaysia, respective panelists, and I would like to mention in particular the main organizers, the IAIS itself, the Rohingya Arkanis Refugee Committee, RARC, Burma Muslim Community, and we have several partners who support our forum today. The International Movement for a Just World not only give the support, but the President is here to share his view. ABIM, Muslim Youth Movement of Malaysia, we also have the Secretary General here to share his view. Malaysian Youth Council, Persatuan Mahasiswa Islam Muslim Malaya, Jaringan Anak Muda, Al-Fikrah Net. And we also have our distinguished working group, host of this Peace and Security Forum, together with us, the Institute for Diplomacy and Foreign Affairs, IDFR, the Cordoba Foundation in London, the Diplomatic Institute of the State of Qatar, Global Movement of Moderator Foundations, and also our media partners, the TV, Hijrah, RTM, etc., etc. There are so many of them. First, I would like to thank Yang Amat Berbahagia Tun for your willingness to come over to IAIS to deliver your keynote address as well to appreciate this forum. This forum is indeed very important, and I would like also on behalf of IAIS, we would like to thank the panelists for their willingness to come over to share their views in this important forum. Ladies and gentlemen, Muslims of Burma are currently subjected to ethnic, religious and political persecutions. Besides, tens of thousands of Muslims are languishing in the subhuman and displaced situations. They are also confronted by Buddhist extremists and the ruling military authorities at every moment, and so the lives of Muslims in Burma could not be in a worse condition. Muslim Rohingyas in Arakan states have been facing continuous segregation, starvation, frequent attacks, and been killed at the average rate of 3 persons in an hour. While Muslims in central Burma are spending their lives in fear and tears. In this regard, the need for their protection and security is very important, and hence effective advocacy and campaigning are very much needed to support their fundamental human rights, human security, and human dignity in the spirit of achieving peace and harmony. As a result, this forum is organized with 3 objectives: to focus on sectarian violence, segregation, displacement, forcible expulsions, and intolerance against Muslim minorities in Burma, to create a better atmosphere for exiles with a view to develop sympathetic treatment for the victims of genocide and humiliations, and third, to exert effective pressure on the Burmese authorities to stop the maltreatment, and violence against the Muslims of Burma, and to ensure their rights of citizenship and human dignity are respected. Before I pass to the panelists, let me introduce the speakers. The first speaker will be Professor Dr. Chandra Muzaffar, the President of JAS, International Movement of JAS World. I suppose he's well known, but let me just read briefly his profile. Prof. Chandra Muzaffar is the President of the International Movement for a JAS World, JAS, an international NGO based in Malaysia, which seeks to critique global injustice and to develop an alternative vision of a just and compassionate civilization guided by universal spiritual and moral values. He is also the chairman of Board of Trustees of the One Malaysia Foundation and has published extensively on civilization dialogue, international politics, religion, human rights, and Malaysian society. He is the author and editor of 27 books in English and Malay, and many of his writings have been translated in other languages. If I were to read his profile, it would take another 5 minutes. But what I can summarize, he's a very learned, the academicians now moving and fighting for the just world in the international arena. The second speaker, Dr. Mauzani, he's the founder and director of the Free Burma Coalitions from 1995 to 2004, a noted expert on Burma and a frequent commentator on Burmese affairs. He was the first intellectual to identify the emergence of neo-Nazi Buddhist movement in Burma, and he's a visiting fellow in 2011 up to 2013 with the Civil Society and Human Security Research Unit, LSE, and since February this year, a visiting senior research fellow with the University of Malaya Center for Democracy and Election in Kuala Lumpur. Mr. Mohamed Sadiq, the third speaker, is the program coordinator of the Rohingya Arkanis Refugee Committee, who is part of the co-organizer, Malaysia, and the president of the Arakan Observer Group. He's also a member of the Amnesty International Malaysia. He obtained BA Honours from the International Islamic University in Chicago, Bangladesh in the year 2003, and he was awarded the Cross Foundation Scholarship in the year 2001 and 2003, and International Islamic Relief Organization Scholarship in 2002 during the time of his study. The third speaker, or the foreign speaker, Mr. So Close, obtained BSc Geology Honours in the year 1994, 1997 from University of Malawi, I don't know how to pronounce it in Myanmar, Diploma in Accounting, Diploma in Economics in 1999. In 2000, he managed to gain Diploma in Managerial Principles and BSc Applied Accounting in 2005 from Oxford Brookes University, and he has experience in working in various organizations. And last but not least, our Secretary General of ABIN, Brother Muhammad Raimi Abdul Rahim. He graduated from a university, we call it International Islamic University in Malaya, where he did law. And one good thing also, he was awarded the British W Scholarship to do his master's in criminology at University of Kent, Canterbury, United Kingdom, and later he was called to the bar. He is very active since his student life, and at present he is a Secretary General of ABIN. As time now is 11 o'clock, my watch is 10 minutes past, so now we have 11 o'clock. And to become a moderator is not an easy task because we have 5 speakers and we have to allocate them enough sufficient time to share their views. But perhaps, I think, with the limited time that we have, and of course I would like to thank the participants. As Tun said, this is the big crowd. Some of them came as early as 8:30 this morning. I think we also would like to give some space for the participants to have their views and also to ask questions to the panelists. And because of that, I only allow for every speaker to give their views within 15 minutes.